U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has departed from Washington and is set to reach New Delhi today for a two-day visit. Right before his departure, Blinken tweeted, I'm quoting here, I look forward to consultations with our partners to further cooperation in support of our shared interests in the Indo-Pacific and Middle East. On Wednesday, Blinken will meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Indian External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. This is his first visit to India after the Biden administration took office. In March this year, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin had visited India. In April, U.S. Special Envoy on Climate John Kerry too paid a visit to New Delhi. A number of high-stakes issues will be discussed during the course of Blinken's visit. Fallout of the U.S. troop pullout from Afghanistan and the impact of territorial gains made by the Taliban will dominate discussions. Pakistan-sponsored terrorism and Indo-Pacific cooperation will also be on the agenda. According to a top U.S. government official, Dean Thompson, focus will be on expanding security, defense and cyber counter-terrorism cooperation. The two sides are expected to explore ways and means to deepen collaboration on defense. This will cover policy changes, exercises, defense transfers and technologies. India and the United States are likely to take the Quad vaccine initiative forward. This is to enable the supply of vaccines produced in India from early 2022 to countries in the Indo-Pacific region. Thompson said that Blinken and Austin look forward to hosting their Indian counterparts in the annual US-India 2+2 ministerial dialogue later this year. Indian Ambassador to the United States, Taranjeet Singh Sandhu, will return to New Delhi to participate in the high-level meetings. WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, has sent us this report.
The U.S. Secretary of State Blinken will be here in Delhi later today. Tomorrow will be the main day of engagement when he, of course, calls on the Indian Prime Minister and holds talks with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. This will be his fourth meeting with the EM. Both have already met on the sidelines of the G7 foreign ministers meeting, the G20 foreign ministers meeting and on the bilateral visit of the EM. But during this visit, the focus will be undoubtedly on Afghanistan, especially even as the Taliban makes territorial gains and the violence level increases in the country. India will be calling on US to continue with sustained pressure on Pakistan when it comes to the issue of terrorism, on the issue of cross-border terrorism, on financing of terrorism. Pakistan, of course, remains on FATF's grey list that impacts its economy. But other than that, Indo-Pacific will be other key area, which, of course, will see discussions on China as well. We know that Quad in-person meeting is expected to happen later this year. Already the virtual meeting has happened, and the Quad vaccine initiative is something that India and Quad members are keen on. India will be calling on the US to make sure the supply lines continue when it comes to vaccine manufacture here in India under the Quad vaccine initiative. Vaccines which will be produced in India by early months of next year will be given to countries in the Indo-Pacific, and this of course show how the Quad countries can come together. But nonetheless, a pretty important visit, the second high-level visit of a Biden administration official to Delhi after the visit of the US Defense Secretary earlier this year. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.